Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. How are we doing today? Alhamdulillah. اليوم بإذن الله راح نتناول الصف الثالث والرابع الابتدائي مادة اللغة الإنجليزية, and today inshallah we will continue unit feelings and things, unit lesson words. معكم المعلمة سارة الشبيكي ومعنا معلم لغة الإشارة الأستاذ فواز العقيل. As always, it's a pleasure. So let's remember our classroom agreements. We will remember to have a snack before class begins. We will find a quiet, comfortable place. We will remember to bring our weekend 2 book and an English notebook for writing time. So, what did we do last time? Last time we had rhythms and sounds, right? We learned to chant by asking are, using the word are you, are we, are they? Is she, is he? Okay, just like here, are you sleepy? Are you hungry? Is she sleepy? Is he hungry? Also, we learned to listen, read, and answer questions correctly. We read questions and we write the answers. How old is Keenan? Do you remember? He is 10. We answered the question. And for today's lesson, inshallah, the objectives are: we will differentiate between intonation patterns of statements and questions. We will ask and respond to basic questions about personal information. We will use subjective pronouns correctly. We will use possessive adjectives, my and your. We will match words to photos and drawings. We will apply regular plural formation using these and those. We will use prepositions of place, in and on. Also, we will say feelings in short, simple sentences. We will write guided short answers to written questions. We will apply the rules of writing correctly. Okay? Now, we are going to have, as always, we will have a warm-up to our lesson. What does that mean? Before we actually begin looking at the pages in our book, we will read some sentences, look at some pictures, listen to some audios so that we are ready for the lesson. So today, inshallah, we will listen to a conversation between Lily and Muhammad. They're a brother and sister, and let's see what they're up to. Now let's listen together.
Hi Lily, what are those?
Hi Muhammad, these are crafts I made from colored paper.
How did you learn to do them?
I was really bored, so I just folded the paper. After folding it, I drew a shape. Then I cut the shape, and now I have these.
Can you teach me how? This sounds like a lot of fun.
Of course I can. You can use the bottle of glue to stick the papers together if you want.
I have this pair of scissors to cut my shape. I want to make a shape of a car.
You can use that pencil to draw the shape first.
Thank you, Lily. You are so creative.
I guess being bored makes you creative.
I wondered what other games I can make.
We can come up with something together.
Sounds like a lot of fun.
Okay, so boys and girls, how was it? Did you get excited with Lily and Muhammad as they were talking? I got excited too. Did you ever bring a bunch of papers, cut them into shapes, and just have fun with papers and scissors? This is what Lily was up to today. So what was she doing? What does it look like she did? You see, we drew an arrow to what she did. Before that, she drew a picture over here. She used scissors to cut the shapes. And her brother got excited. He's thinking of drawing a different shape than his sister. Do you remember what it was? He wanted to draw a shape of a car. Excellent. Now let's listen one more time and answer these 2 questions. Ready?
Hi Lily, what are those?
Hi Muhammad, these are crafts I made from colored paper.
How did you learn to do them?
I was really bored, so I just folded the paper. After folding it, I drew a shape. Then I cut the shape, and now I have these.
Can you teach me how? This sounds like a lot of fun.
Of course I can. You can use the bottle of glue to stick the papers together if you want.
I have this pair of scissors to cut my shape. I want to make a shape of a car.
You can use that pencil to draw the shape first.
Thank you, Lily. You are so creative.
I guess being bored makes you creative.
I wondered what other games I can make.
We can come up with something together.
Sounds like a lot of fun.
Okay, now after listening to the second time, were you able to understand better what Lily and Muhammad were talking about? So Muhammad was thinking at the very end, if you remember, I wonder what other games we can make. What is he thinking? Yes, you can see a picture of a girl and a boy holding cups towards their ears, and they can talk through these cups and they can listen to each other. So these are made of cups and a kind of string, and then they do it on their own, right? Now let's read the questions together. Over here it says, how can being bored make you creative? We talked about this before. We talked about different feelings. One of these feelings was being bored. Usually we're bored because we don't know what to do, or maybe we want some change. So what happens with your thinking when you're bored? You want something different, right? So instead of playing with the toys that she already has, instead of playing with her toys, she thought of making something, right? And that's creative. So we can say over here, how can being bored make you creative? We can say being, you can use your notebooks, boys and girls. Write with me. This is good practice. Being bored makes you think of something different, right? So being bored makes you think of doing different things. Right? And I think you can relate to that. Oh, I put a full stop there. Okay, so maybe there were times when you and your friends didn't know what to do, and then you invented a game and you started to enjoy, right? This is what happened over here. Now, question number 2. What do you think Muhammad is going to create next? He has something in mind. What do you want to call these? We can call them, usually what do we use to talk to people? Phones, right? So maybe we can call them phone cups, right? This is a nice name for it. So we can say, what do you think Muhammad is going to create next? He might make phone cups. All right. Okay. So now that we're all warmed up, I think we're ready to dive into our lesson. Now, we are going to choose the words in and on. When you were looking at the picture with Muhammad and Lily, they were sitting, and in front of them was what? A table, right? So the stuff that they were working on, yes, were they on the table or inside the table? Yes, the pair of scissors were on the table, the papers, the glue, they were on the table. Do you remember the cookies in the cookie jar? Do you remember where the cookies were? Was it on the jar or was it in the jar? It was in the jar. Excellent. So we're going to go over these two prepositions of place, okay? So this boy, what is he doing? He is jumping on the bed or in the bed? On the bed. Excellent. And this here is a ring. Is it on the box or in the box? It's in the box. Excellent. And here we have that cookie jar. Do you remember this one? It says here, the yummy cookies are in the cookie jar. Excellent. Now this is the lid. You use it to close the cookie jar. Is it on or in? Let's read. The lid is on the cookie jar. Okay, so far so good. Are these easy for you to say quickly? Can you tell the difference between in and on? Excellent. So now we know the difference between in and on. These two words, they tell us place, right? It indicates where something is. The cookies are in the cookie jar. The pencil is on the desk. You know the difference between them. Show me a thumbs up. Excellent job. So now we're going to move on to this and that. Now, this we took, when did we take this and that? Do you remember? A while ago, we learned that this and that are used for what? When something is in my hand and it's near, what do we say? This is my pen. That is a clock. So if it's far, we say that. If it's near, we say this. So now we're going to look for these two words and choose which is the right one for the sentence. Let's read this together. I see a man sailing. It looks like a far ship, right? In that ship. I see a man sailing in that ship. Look at this sunset or look at that sunset. The sun, is it near or far? It's far. Look at that sunset. It's beautiful. Now the girl here is holding the book in her hands. Let's read the sentence together. This is my new book, or that is my new book. This is my new book. Excellent job. Now here we have a picture of a rainbow. Just like the sunset, is it near or far? Can you see this beautiful rainbow or that beautiful rainbow? That beautiful rainbow. Excellent. Now the boy is sitting on his desk. He's sitting in his chair. He's sitting near his desk. So this is my new computer or that is my new computer. It's near the boy, right? This is my new computer. Okay? Now, something we also need to remember about this and that. Are we talking about one thing or more than one thing? Excellent. One. So now we're going to connect it to today's lesson. We're going to use the words these and those. Let's read this together. Please choose these or those for each sentence. So if something is near, we say these. If something is far, we use those. The boy is saying, look at all these or those books. He's holding it. These books. Excellent. And we don't see anyone. It looks like it's a far image, right? So these books on the desk are mine, or those books on the desk are mine. those books. Excellent. So now we're going to open our books to page 38. Can you show me your Weekend 2 book? Open it to page 38. Now we're going to use what we've learned and apply it on page 38. So we're going to listen, point, and practice. Are we ready? So we're going to listen to these and those. I will write them down here on the board. You can use your notebook to write down the words that I'm writing, okay? Let's begin. Number 1. These skirts are blue. Number 2. Those trousers are blue. Boys and girls, the arrow, this is called an arrow, okay? It's near the skirts, right? And this one here is a bit far. Okay, I just want you to keep this one in mind because the rest of the pictures will have the same 2 arrows, okay? Let's continue. Number 3. These t-shirts are white. Number 4. Those glasses are brown. Number 5. Those caps are green. Number 6. These shoes are red. How are we doing? Can you look at something around you, maybe 2 things? Push it a bit far from you. Point at them. What can you say? You can say, those pillows are white. Right? Give me another example. Or maybe bring the pillows near to you. Or maybe bring the pencils near to you. These pencils are mine. Are you getting used to this? Okay. Now we're going to continue page 38. We're going to listen and say. Now here we have 2 girls talking to each other, okay? One girl is pointing at something near, at things that are near, and things that are far. I want you to notice when she says these and when she says those, okay? Let's listen together. Are these your shoes? No, they're not. My shoes are red. Are those your shoes? Yes, they are. They're my new shoes. So, let's go over these together. I'm going to underline these and those. Please do that with me, okay? Now let's read the first question. Are these your shoes? The girl is pointing at something near. And then the one next to her said, no, they're not my shoes. My shoes are, what color is this? Red. And then she asked again. The arrow is pointing from a distance, right? Are those your shoes? She said, yes, they are. They're my new shoes. Okay, so what do we learn from this? That we can use these words. I even said the word these. So it's very useful to use words like this to have a conversation and talk to others, right? Okay, now we're going to continue. We're going to open page 39. This time we're going to read Keenan's diary. So boys and girls, we're going to read Keenan's diary. What is a diary? A diary is when you write about personal things, right? Things that happen to you. So let's see what Keenan is going to write about. What do we see here? We see 2 boys. We have here Keenan, and here we have his friend Pete. What does it look like they're doing? Yes, Pete is visiting Keenan, and they're going to play games together, and he has a laptop on his desk. Now let's read the diary together. It says here, I'm happy today. My friend Pete is here for the day. We have many toys and games to play. We are in my room. My new laptop is on the desk. All our computer games are on the desk too. Let's play. So here are the computer games that they're going to play with. Let's read this one more time and then answer the questions. Are we ready? Okay. I'm happy today. My friend Pete is here for the day. We have many toys and games to play. We are in my room. My new laptop is on the desk. All our computer games are on the desk too. Let's play. Now, what are these questions? Can you read them with me? Is Keenan happy? So we can say yes. Why is he happy? Keenan is happy. Because his friend is coming, right? Where are Keenan and Pete? Look at this word. Where. So where are Keenan and Pete? Yes, they're in Keenan's bedroom. So we can say in Keenan's room. They are in Keenan's room. Last question. Where are the computer games? Again with the word where. So we're using the words in and on. So where are the computer games? They're on the desk. They are on the desk. Okay, so far so good. Now we're going to open page 99. We'll do exercise 2. We will find and write the words. So this is like a puzzle. So let's go over each word. We'll try to figure out some words together. We have here cap. Cap. C-A-P. Hats. Are you with me? Hats. Actually, it's hats. This S is for shoes. Yes. Cap, hat, shoes. Cap, hat, shoes. And here we have the word green. Then we have skirt. Okay, then we have red. Here we have glasses. Are you with me? Okay, then white. Do you like puzzles? This looks like a puzzle. White trousers. Okay. All right. Now, on page 100, we will do exercise 3. Answer the questions, use in or on. So where are your books? We can say they are in the back. Now, where is your pen? It's in the cup. It is in the cup. Excellent job. Where are your notebooks? They are on my desk. On the desk. Now this question here is a challenge. Where are the seashells? They are on the beach. On the beach. Excellent job. Now if you didn't have a chance to finish, please complete pages 99 and 100. What did we learn today? We can talk and ask about clothes using these and those. We can say where something is using in or on. Now just a quick question. Before we end today's lesson, have you ever tried making toys out of boxes? Yes, that's part of being creative, right? Thank you so much, boys and girls. We'll see you again next time, inshallah. See you soon.